Coming up next, it's a flyweight showdown between Jessica Andrade and Jessica I. Well, she's one of the more well-rounded fighters, DC, that we have in this division. A true mixed martial artist. Her first martial art was MMA. That certainly helps.
Yes, she's a new breed of fighter. A fighter that, as a young girl, she was brought into a gym. And in that gym, she told the coaches, I don't want to wrestle. I don't want to do jiu-jitsu. I don't want to kickbox and box. I want to do it all. Right. Is there an MMA class for my daughter to take part in? She did that from day one, and you see all that development over the course of a lifetime has led her to the octagon, where she is already making her impact.
Yeah, she said, I didn't want to get to the UFC until I was 100% comfortable in every situation. So far, so good for her. She's got a big one in front of her here tonight. All right, so here's Jessica Andrade. Her 11 UFC wins, the most of any woman in UFC history, and of course, the biggest among them, that slam knockout of Rose Namajunas to wrest the belt away back in 2019.
Her nickname is the Pile Driver, and that's exactly what she did against Rose Namajunas, from being behind in a fight, but just staying the course. It's always about her pressuring her opponents and getting her hands on her. When she knocked out Karolina Kowalkiewicz, you understood that you were watching something different, because you don't see one-punch knockouts at 115 pounds in boxing for men or in the UFC for women. Jessica Andrade possesses that type of power, and she has a laundry list of some of the biggest names this division has ever seen on her resume.
Yeah, she's the total package, as classy as it gets, and she will try to leave this arena the way she came in, as the best strawweight in the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC flyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 15 wins, 11 losses, and 1 no contest. She stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Fighting out of Cleveland, Ohio, USA, Jessica Evil I. And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This woman is a Muay Thai kickboxer holding a professional record of 23 wins, 9 losses. She stands 5 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon is Dan Murgliata.
Dan Murgliata.
You ready? You ready?
All right, so round 1 is underway. It's going to be very interesting to see how this fight plays out. She wanted to test herself against one of the best strikers in this division. That would not appear to be the path of least resistance.
She believes that her full mixed martial arts games is what's going to allow her to win this fight. It's a close fight, though, because she's never seen anyone with the striking ability of her opponent. Those punches to the body are really starting to take a toll.
Well, she lands the punch there. You know, it's one thing to have an edge and reach. It's another thing to take advantage. Nicely done by her there. Well, she said she was going to go to the takedown early, and she goes right to it, and it's there. So a good sign that she's able to get this fight to the ground where she wants it.
She said when and where she decides she was going to be able to secure takedown. She does exactly that very early in the first round.
How good is her movement here on the ground, right? Shades of Ray Borg, just transitioning so beautifully.
Yeah, she's so good at transitions and movement. Her ability is unmatched.
Andrade is able to make a nice transition there back into side control. All right, she's got the full mount here, DC. It's hard for me to remember a time in which you were fully mounted. Andrade is looking to lock up an armbar here.
Gotta be careful, armbar.
Nicely done. All right, so her ground control is outstanding. Half guard is when she's at her most dangerous.
Yeah, she's at her most dangerous when she has a half guard, because she's so brutal with the ground and pound. She likes to go after fighters and really wear on them, force them to make decisions to give their backs so that she can chase her submissions, or they're gonna lay on their back and just get beaten up. Attacking armbar.
Nicely done. Oh, and with conviction, she moves right into half guard.
Without much effort, she was able to pass from her full guard right into half guard.
Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by Eye. Ground and pound strike is true. Great movement by her here on the ground, and she just does it so fluidly and so easily. It's really a sight to behold.
You can tell that she's spent a lifetime developing the skill with the way that she's able to move with so little effort on the mat.
Oh, sage work from the bottom here as she tags her with the punch. Eye gets back up again. So just over 20 total strikes have now landed for Jessica Eye.
Nice punch there.
Separate.
What a body kick.
And that's how you defend the double leg, ladies and gentlemen. Nice job there by the taller fighter to land her patented knee.
Straight punch lands.
Oh, beautiful jab by her there. You know, we referenced her reach advantage on the tail of the tape and certainly made good use of it there.
That punch
and potentially a critical takedown here. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
All right, she's in full guard here, DC, but you know she passes as well as anybody in this division.
Oh, man, when she gets to the ground, she has an amazing ability to just be advancing or thinking advancement every single time. But her opponent has a great ability, a great action to get to that takedown. Another big takedown.
20 seconds now remain in the round.
Nice leg kick land.
Nice punch by Eye. All right, there's the clapper. 10 seconds to go. All right, so again, we find ourselves here in the clinch where there are obviously no shortage of subtleties and nuances. A lot of motions in here that maybe are lost on the casual fan.
Absolutely, and it's gonna be the underhook. For all the things that happen in this position, the person winning and controlling the underhook battle is the one out ahead.
All right, let's check out some of the action in that previous round. DC, she certainly kept the stat trackers busy with all those takedowns.
All those takedowns and some really nice takedowns. She did a great job of level changing, getting into her opponent, not allowing her opponent to defend before she can secure her takedown.
All right, here we go with our second 5 minutes. Round 2, Jessica Andrade versus Jessica Eye.
Punch over the top.
Just misses there with the left.
Another punch position.
Well, there's no denying her power. She has been pretty accurate here tonight, but she's the type of fighter when she goes to the drive-through window. She's just getting the sandwich. She's not getting the combo here. Oh, and she gets the takedown there and really made it look easy, I thought.
She made it look easy because she timed it perfectly. Before her opponent could react, she was already in the finishing mode.
Lands a strike now from the bottom. Nice work there by Jessica Eye. Well, maybe some panic setting in for her opponent as she continues to land with the ground and pound.
She cannot deal with the pressure of the top fighter. She's so good at finding her strikes.
Well, she did not miss a single grappling practice during this training camp, and here's your evidence. Outstanding movement on the ground.
She looks like a master of grappling with the great movement that she's showing on the ground.
So 58 total strikes and counting that have now landed for Jessica Eye. And still landing at a pretty good clip, DC, landing with 58% accuracy against Jessica Andrade.
Big punch land. Ooh.
Man, her head is just getting snapped back like a turtle. Beautiful combination once again, and she just hasn't been able to adjust.
Striking defense should not be employed by getting punched in the face. She has to move her head, keep her hands up to avoid taking all these clean shots.
Man, she is just non-stop on the ground, moving in all the right directions. Another nice transition by her there.
She's moving a lot, but every movement has purpose.
Eyes back in full guard. All right, she's in the full guard here, DC.
She's gonna be looking to pass, try to get to the next position.
And they both stand up. Well, she has certainly picked up the pace here in round 2 and starting to find herself in the pocket a little bit. She was a little bit hesitant in round 1. No hesitancy whatsoever here in round 2. She has clearly found her rhythm and range.
Another takedown land.
We have just reached the midway point of the fight.
Big punch lands through the middle.
That's a really strong leg kick there by Jessica Eye. Well, the right hand has been there for her tonight at times. Not that time. Oh, big uppercut for her.
She is such a diverse striker that big strike landed, and it looks like she's gonna finish this fight.
Now, oh, and a quick entry.
Great single entry, rotation, high punches, taking it for a ride.
All right, half guard position for her here, and this is a spot where we've seen her have a lot of wild success in previous fights.
She has a tremendous amount of success from this position because she's so knowledgeable. She keeps the right side underhook, and she just goes to work with that left arm. She's posting and elbowing. She's building her posture and punching. There are just so many different ways for her to score strikes from this position.
Oh, pretty good job there posturing up and landing with the ground and pound. She has been very efficient in this situation tonight.
Very efficient and very accurate. Hats off to her.
Well, she's got the longer reach. No problem finding her range and landing the straight punch there.
Nice kick.
Oh, she is as relentless as any striker on this roster, man or woman, eternally aggressive with her strikes. Gotta be careful, of course, not to gas out, but so far so good for her here in this round. Oh, so how about that? She gets the takedown late in the round. The persistence paid off, Chip.
Persistence pays off. She is a cardio machine. So in order to secure a very big takedown like that late in the round, testament to her.
Eyes, lower jaw does not look good. I don't think it's broken, but starting to show some obvious signs of swelling. Andrade is going for the rear naked choke.
Now it's starting to slip under the neck.
And the horn sounds on round 2. All right, let's take a look back at some of the replays, DC. A lot of high-level striking and punching over those previous 5 minutes.
Man, she did a lot of good in that round. A lot of good. But it was the punches that really did allow her to take control of the round. What a great round. Can she build on that as we move forward?
Can you believe she is able to keep up this output just as she did in the previous round, landing a high volume of strikes here and not slowing down there, DC, and now her opponent may be seeing stars at this point.
Her opponent's seeing stars. Her opponent's hurt. She has to really get after her now and try to find that kill shot that's going to finish the night. What a wrestler. That was an amazing takedown.
Well, a lot of film on her throwing that right hand, went to the left hand there.
Sometimes you got to mix it up, and that's exactly what she's doing.
Well, her opponent is squirming, and this might be the beginning of the end. The ground and pound strikes continue to land at will.
She's landing him over and over again. She needs to make sure that when she's chasing the finish, she doesn't get excited and lose the position.
Nicely done. Ai gets up and is back on her feet. Very nice. Again, she chooses to clinch here. Oh, she's really starting to put together some significant body shots here, attacking both sides now.
Good punch land.
Pretty significant welt to the left side. Work there, beautiful straight punch, and now her opponent's firmly on the ropes.
But she can't take pictures now. She has to react. She has to go chase the finish.
Now goes in and secures the takedown. All right, nice transition into full guard. If you're the top fighter, where do you go from here?
Try to posture up, get some big ground and pound off, which will lead to you passing the half guard.
When you get in a bad spot on the ground and you want to reverse it, that's what you need to do.
Master class in changing position, unreal to see.
Oh, nice strike on the ground for her. Back to the stand-up now, both fighters upright. 128 total strikes have now landed for Jessica Ai. And connecting with 65% accuracy against Jessica Andrade. Oh, continuing to work the body to great effect. Andrade gets hit with a kick. She missed with that jab.
Big body kick.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem. And they separate.
Nice punch land.
Very nice leg kick there by Andrade. Jessica Ai gets tagged by that stiff jab. All right, I'm gonna put you in this fighter's shoes, okay? She is clearly losing this fight. Time is not her friend right now. You going for the finish or what?
I am biting down on the mouthpiece, and I am swinging from the hip. Something has to land so that she can win this fight.
Well, she's already landed several big takedowns, and there's another one. So you gotta like what you're seeing here. This offensive wrestling is on point.
It's unbelievable. The variety of takedowns is what I am truly a fan of. It's not just one thing. She is doing different approaches, different takedowns to really, really confuse her opponent.
90 seconds to go in the fight. Andrade is going for an arm here.
An attacking armbar.
Nicely done. All right, she postures up here, DC. We'll see if she can get those ground strikes.
Watch for the huge elbows that she's known for.
Half guard position for her here, and if you're the bottom fighter, this is truly a case of pick your poison.
Yeah, you got to pick your poison. And if you're on the bottom, you got to be trying to find a way to escape that bottom leg. You cannot allow your opponent, you cannot allow her to sit on your leg and just throw big damaging strikes. You got to make sure you're on an elbow control, an underhook, and get back to your feet.
Tried to land the punch, but a swing and a miss by Jessica Ai. Well, how urgent is this fighter down the stretch? She is really lighting her up now. She found her range in the middle of this fight, and she is making up for lost time. Glancing right hand lands upstairs. Swing and a big miss by Andrade. Straight right hand, but she misses.
The cardio you must have in order to secure this many takedowns.
All right, so the fighters go the distance. Pretty competitive fight, but certainly there was a striking advantage, and it was hers.
The advantage belonged to her, and you knew the longer she would be able to keep this fight upright, the better the chances were that she was going to get the victory. This fight never hit the ground, and she used that striking to win a pretty easy decision.
All right, the official decision is in. It resides with the venerable Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges scored this contest 30-27. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Jessica Ai.
All All right, so she finally cracks a smile there. She gets her hand raised by unanimous decision, and certainly at times looked like maybe the finish would materialize. It didn't. Nonetheless, she gets a W, and that's really all that matters at the end of the day.
If you were waiting for that smile, it wasn't going to happen until the fight was over. Now she can relax.